is, the better place your victory becomes. The lower your attack is, the lower victory you get. Somebody's not getting something there. Am I opening your eyes to something? He beat the beggar from the dunghill hill, suffering, over pain for years, rejected, beaten, wound all over. All balance of accusation was given to you, and yet you are still standing out for God. He raised the beggar from the dunghill. He raised the poor just on a level ground. So the lower attack you have, the lower victory you get. The harder attack you have, the higher victory you get. So never compare your challenge with other person's own, because your victory are not the same. So when you are looking at somebody, to look at yourself, you don't even know your worth. Am I talking to somebody here? If everybody rejects you, there's one man still looking at you. Am I talking to somebody here? The man is Alpha and Omega. Is what he says that stand. The man that can turn the heart of nation to follow one man. That God is your God. That God is still available. It's your changeable changer. Your searchable God. Your predicted God. It's your Agbor. It's here to change your life. I prophesy every hand in your life, they are going out for changing level.
Lift your hands to him. Lift your hands to him. Begin to thank him for the privilege he has given to you. Please, can you rise up wherever you are? Begin to appreciate him for the privilege he has given to you to see this first Sunday of the year. Appreciate him. Appreciate him. Appreciate him. Appreciate him. Wherever you are, begin to bless him. Appreciate him. Appreciate him. Say, my life will not be useless. I'm not hearing you say, my life will not be useless. Can I hear you say, my life will not be useless? Open your mouth, turn it to prayer wherever you are. Turn it to prayer. My life will not be useless this year. Can I hear you? Can I hear you pray? Can I hear you pray? In Jesus' name we pray. Sit down. Before we hear the word, briefly I want to advise you, as God has laid in my heart to do this morning. And God has told me to tell you, stop tracing people's words, trace your words. There are people who are here who are using trickish to trace people's words. There are people who are here also who cannot manage what they have. Am I talking to somebody? When you can manage what you have, God can manage you. God can manage you. There are people who think that blessings fall just like that. The little you have, it is what God will use to attract blessing to your life. A young man, the father is a firewood seller in the village. He has no impact, but the father managed to train that firewood selling with his children he had. And after the father died, the young man had a voice that said, do your father's business. This time around, he packaged it. He modelized the selling of firewood in the village in a way that people from neighboring town were coming to buy firewood from him. They will carry motor from Umunede. I don't know firewood seller there. Package. He goes to land where there are woods. He buys it, cut it there, modelize it. He wants father's own. Now they use the hand, they break up. But this time around, saw. He will use sword to cut it in a way that you that is even buying it, it will be very easy for you. People from neighboring village started coming. He became rich and started building houses. And they started calling him names. Wisdom. Wisdom. Life is not as you think. Life, it is your effort with God. When you are thinking without an effort, you can never achieve it. If you are writing down, some people are thinking it, there is no effort. How do you achieve it? It's never possible. When you have big eye, have big labor also. When your eye is very big, be ready to labor big. You have a big eye, be ready to labor big, oh, so that your big eye can accommodate big things. You can't sit in your house and you are thinking big and you cannot pick a pin. I wonder how you can be big. You sit in your house, the one you will manage for something good, you will squander it. You now eat even bigger than your child. You are dragging bone with your little baby. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? You think it's easy like that? When some people see some ministers of God, they want to enter and they want to start embezzling. Let me tell you something. Any man you see at the top crawled in the ground. You have not crawled. You have not crawled. You want to suddenly. God have mercy upon your thinking. God have mercy upon your thinking. God have mercy. You see somebody's money, you will share kaimi. You have not come to rob it. You go meet people, you are using pattern to ask them, Mr. Ken, that's not work. He good though. If he employ me, he's not going to work there. He wants to know his salary. He just wants to know his salary. There are people receiving 30,000. You will not even know. In it, they are still shining. They are managing it. One day, from there, they will start receiving 1 million. I have seen teachers in private schools in this town. How much are they receiving? Some is 15, 20,000. They are marrying. They are managing it. Somehow, they are promoted from the level they are to another level. You don't want to manage, God cannot manage you. Before God will invest in your life, God has to watch your manage. So if I manage this person, can he invest well in my life? Can he invest well in my kingdom? It is not easy like that. You go. No, not be so. Not be so. Not be so. If you come around now, where are my pastors? Pastor Chidi and co. If you look at the old video, you see how we started. Maybe you say, my pastors, maybe they are shining. They want to shine. These people have carried. If you see what we dig in this ground, we carry block. We carry block. We dig foundation here. No money to pay laborers. We are the laborers. We're digging here. And when you come, you are looking at these pastors and this. You don't even know where we are coming from. You that come yesterday, you are tracing. I am saying this, so you go down on your knees and say, Lord, I am sorry. It is not you, it's a demon. Stop tracing people. Trace your own words so you can locate it. Can you rise up? Say, trace your words. Can you rise up? Say, trace your words. So you can locate it. You can't manage. And you want God to manage you. You want God to manage you. Plan well, and God will execute your plan. Plan well. If you don't plan well, there is no way God can execute your plan. There is no way. No way, no way. No way. No way, no way. In life, there is a place you once fall. In life, it becomes a story that you once fall here and you are rising there. Everybody does not stand once. When that person stands, your own turn is coming to stand. Please, can you celebrate Jesus? Can you rise up on your feet? Just a very brief word. Job 29 verse 6. Job 29 verse 6. Job 29 verse 6. Job 29 verse 6. Are you there? Job 29 verse 6. Can you rise up please if you are there? When I wash my steps with butter, and the rock poured me out rivers of oil. Please, can you rise up please? I want us to read this place. When I wash my steps with butter, and the rock poured me out rivers of oil. One more time. When I wash my steps with butter, and the rock poured me out rivers of oil. I want to share briefly on what I titled, "You are not too hard to produce." You are not too hard to produce. Sit down. There are people who have looked at themselves in other years and they said, nothing good can come out of me. It's a lie. Something good can come out of you. Something good can come out. There are people who say to themselves, it doesn't work for the people in my family. It can work for you if you believe. It can work for you if you believe. The most important thing is your thinking. Please, give me your listening ear. The place you rest speaks of something. Before the rock poured out water, before the rock poured out oil, before the rock poured out blessing, before the rock poured out marriage, rock is a hard thing. I wonder how an oil comes out of the rock. There's something happened. The leg of a man was washed with butter, and the step matters a lot. Can I talk to someone here? If your rock will give you what you desire, if the foundation has not produced anything, your step is what will make you to produce. Wait. I want to teach something here. The rock is very hard. There are people who say, where I come from, this not a happen. Your step can change the step of your father. What you need to do is to study the step of your parents. There are steps they are taking, you are taking. If it does not work for them, it can't work for you. Wait, church will be quiet. I don't know if I'm teaching. One thing I does was to study my father when I was to start ministry. I wonder what generated step and washing your legs with butter. How
how a man's leg can be decorated with butter determines where you enter. Every day of your life, you don't look at yourself to enter your mate's
level. Wait, I will explain what I mean by that. Each time you see yourself, you are poor, you associate with people who cannot give you the mentality of richness. You can never be rich. Wait. I don't know if I'm changing something here.
You want to go to school, but the people you are dealing with, they have not crossed their village. They don't have any idea about education. How do you go to school? People in your father's house, no one is a graduate. Look for people that are graduates. Associate with them. Am I talking to somebody here?
There is nothing like an oil in the life of a man without a force of an oil. Wait, I'm trying to break down something here. I'm trying to rush because of time. Now, the Lord washed my step with a butter. When somebody that carry butter on the leg is walking, it will stain the ground.
Definitely, the ones that have eyes, we see that this step is not an ordinary one. It get within this person carry. The person that carry grass, when God sees the person, he follow the person. Am I talking to somebody here? The person you follow matters. Am I talking to somebody here? You don't follow people who has nothing to give to you. You follow people who has something to give to you. When you attract glory, God open your glory. When you attract blessing,
who did you follow last year? Aproko people. Your blessing is Aproko. Who did you follow? Who did you follow last year? Your steps, your steps. Look at somebody, say my step. Church is quiet. I'm sorry. When you see children eating butter, you will know it will stain their mouth. Am I right? You will know. You will know.
God cannot invest on you what you don't understand. God cannot invest on you what you don't have the knowledge. I want to marry. You have not even understand how to take care of a man. How can God give you husband? You are still a baby. I want to give birth to children, and yet you have not studied someone who is breastfeeding on how she they are managing their children. Can I talk to somebody here? Anything you don't have in 2019, anybody you see that have it in 2020, for you to connect the oil, get close. Every blessing you see is the oil carrier. The man that gives birth to child is carrying an oil to connect to somebody that needed triplets. All you need to do is to connect to that joy. You don't need to be sad that somebody had what you are looking for. If I thought the person had it before you, you can have it. Am I talking to somebody here? God does not appear later. He appears later. The later glory is greater than the former.
There's this mentality you need to change. I am the one. Who told you are the one? You can never be the one until God approves it. You can never be the one until God approves it. Before I got married many years ago, if I see children, I lead them and I give them money, I say, pray for me. Pray for me. Pray. One day I was walking around and I saw a ministry.
all over the ministry was decorated with eyes. And I went close to the entrance of the church, and I raised my two hands up, and I began to speak in tongues. And the ushers in the church, and they came out to drag me out. The man of God said, leave him, don't take him out. There's something is connected. What am I praying? Oh Lord, the hand that do this will do for me. Am I talking to somebody here? If a house can carry ties all over, oh Lord.
Can I talk to you? When you see people, for instance, this man here, you know him a few months ago. You now saw him. He has changed. Watch his step. What actually changed this man is the step of the man. When you see some big men, there are people they associate with. And that's why they will say to you that big men cannot help poor people. Big men help themselves. Is that not the language you use? But it's a lie. It's a lie. Have you noticed that when a big man gives a poor man 200,000, also he need? He's looking at the man's bigness. Also, was he him 10 million? You when they go. Are you the owner of the money for the man? No, I want to correct you. I want to collect it. They will say big men. Who tell you it's a lie? You have gone to meet a big man. He counted 500,000 and give to you. Also, he need at a thing. Poor, this man is a wicked man. Because you are expecting the man to give you 10 million. Now you get the money for him. When you live with that 500,000, you start something with it. When that man comes and see that you are doing well, a little with it, you are not to tell him to add to you. A rich man gives you 200,000 and you don't have anything to do with it. Instead of to look for something that will be giving you at least, if at all, 5,000, 10,000 with it. You will not go and you will embezzle it. My brother is a rich man. My uncle, he got money, not rich man, but it's a wicked man. You are the most wicked somebody so far. You are the most wicked somebody so far. In this way, you have to watch your step. If the people you have run from the that you return back from outside the country does not mean you start throwing money like a chicken. You are not planning where? I will travel back. You think every year is the same? I will travel back. I will travel back. All the friends you have, you go to one place like that, you buy drink of 50,000, they are hailing you. You are a fool. Very soon, Europe will soon fool. Go to airport, everybody are traveling. Both chicken in the village, they are traveling now. Everybody wants to travel now. Including Mr. Ken. Even your father too. Everybody. Who are you leaving Nigeria for? They go to the village, they are all crying for visa. Now we are pastors. I will tell you people. Do you know how many people we pray for? Some are crying, no, they want to come back. Nobody to come back. Some of you here, you don't even know what you are enjoying. I want travel. Big belly at the travel. You don't even know what you are going there. You don't even know. Most times when the people who have been there are trying to tell you, you say they are deceiving you. Before you go to anywhere,
Learn where you are going. There are people who has been there before you hear from them.
Don't just pick up your bag and say you are going to a place you don't even understand. These days now you can't write your name, you are traveling. You back here, man, cable laptop. Yamade, eh?
You can't write it. You don't even know how to spell your name. Gone are those days whereby your brain cannot carry screw. You will go and learn work. These days, what am I sorrow? Computer. If you can't go to school, go learn work. Even when you have hard work, you travel at, you can still make it there. Sorrow.
Mama, Ndegwala SS3. Land down look at Which person's step are you following? If I told your friend return back from Malaysia, he has made it. There are some friends who can tell you, guy, it's not easy. There are some friends who will lie you until you get there. I'm going somewhere.
A man that needed to make impact in the family must be different in the family.
You are writing down.
I want to make impact in my family. You must be different in the family. When you are carrying the mentality of others in your family, you can never make an impact. Allow them to say that you are thinking different. It's better that way. We cannot think the same because we are not one.
We are not one. Huh? You want to make impact? Huh? You want to make impact? And you know that what drops your father, it is already inside of you. I tell you the truth, you can't be bigger than your father. This teaching this morning, like I said, is something I want you to go home with. You begin to think when you live here. Huh? If you can even live here, say, Papa, this is our house. Don't be offended, Papa. How old were you when you built this house? Your father will say, maybe I was at the age of 30 when I built it. Then maybe you are past 30, something is wrong. Wait, I'm opening eyes. I'm opening your eyes to see something. Anything that fights your father will fight you double. You ask your dad, Daddy, come. You are my father. Tell me, how old were you when you buy this car that you parked here now? This kabu kabu. You see, I was at the age of 50. I just used this car for just 1 year. Okwenjin, I was in the mark something there. Mark something. Now, when your father tells you the good part of his life, the bad part of his life, the bad experience he has gotten, all you need to do as a son or a daughter to a mother, watch at that junction the life your father was living. There must be something that affected your father negatively and positively. Have you noticed that some people, when they become rich, they forgot everything about their life? Money cannot be your protector. Go back. The step you follow determines what the rock will give to you. The rock. Jesus is the rock of ages. And don't forget, Jesus said to Peter, upon the rock will I build my church, and the gate of hell shall not prevail. Before Peter was handed over the rock to build the church, there was something that other people could not respond to, that Peter responded to. Jesus asked a question, who did men say I am? The people that were following Jesus could not answer. Some of them say you are Elisha. Some say Elijah. Some say the prophet to come. The apostles. So
there are people who have been in the church for years to years.
They cannot express the word of God in 1 second.
The word of God, you see, is the rock. The step the word can move you to, it is what the word can give to you.
Wait, am I too fast? I'm trying to rush.
If the word of God can move your step,
it can't give you something.
If the word of God can't direct your step, it can't give you something. Don't allow men to direct you. Allow God to direct you. Allow God to direct you.
God can never mislead you. God will always direct you to somebody that will make you who you want to become in life. Steps. Somebody told you that he visited a herbalist, and the herbalist man now did a charm for him or her. Or say, hey, the market is moving. Ask her to show the money. She can't show. She can't show the money. But for morning till night, customers are rounding the person. Then what yourself will do? You will now go and do. Your life will be more scattered than this man's life. Your life.
There are some young guys who are here hearing me. God told me practically.
There are some powders you are using. A herbalist gave you something to apply inside. This is not preaching. If you don't turn it upside down, the Lord say you will run mad. Because the powers of charm will fail this year. Go and write what I'm telling you. Write it down. You rub charm in your face. You say you are beautiful. Why? If you are beautiful, why are you rubbing charm in your face? You go and buy perfume. You drop it in the herbalist place, and you are spraying. Say fine there. If you are fine, let your natural beauty lead you. Let it lead you. Look at your life.
We are talking about steps.
Step. If you are writing down, write steps. Please, let me rush. Write steps. Psalm 37, 23 to 24. Can we see something there? Psalm 37, 23 to 24. The steps of a good man are ordered by who? By the Lord. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and they delight in his way. And he delighted in his way. Though he fall, it shall not be utterly cast down. For the Lord upholded him with his hand. Look at that. I was talking about the word of God is the rock himself. God, Jesus is the rock of ages. And said to Peter, upon the rock will I build the church, and the gate of hell shall not prevail. Him is the rock that our father Moses has to strike the rock, and water came out of it, and the children of Israel has to drink from it. So he is the rock. Like I said to you, if he can't direct you, it can't give you what you want. Now this place, he said, the step of a good man, the step of a rich man, the step of abundant man you see is ordered by the Lord. Look at something there. When such a man fall, God himself comes to raise him with his hand. Why? His step is not ordered by man, it's ordered by God. The step. Church is quiet. When such people fall, God raised them. The step that God is leading you for, God cannot lead you to where you will see shame. God will always lead you to where you will get your divine glory.
your divine fulfillment, your divine open door, your divine blessings. Name them. Name them. Can I talk to somebody? Some people will say, how do I know that God is ordering my step? For those of you writing down, how do I know that God is ordering yourself? You cannot be a prayerful Christian. You cannot be a Christian, and the person you call your friend cannot even pray for 30 minutes. God can't order you to such a person. You are not a smoker. You are not a drunkard. And the person, every day you pray, I want to live an holy life, and the person you call your friend is an unholy person. You must have to check your step in this 2020. Please, this is where I want to hit. The step of every good man are ordered by the Lord, and when the man falls, God comes with his hand and pick the person up. Show me your friends, I will show you who you are. Show me. How do I know? Everybody must not be your friend because you want to make friend. Everybody. Mr. Ken, come. Two of you come. For instance, this is Mr. Ken. What's your name, sir? Lucky. This is Mr. Lucky. Mr. Ken is having 250,000. Mr. Lucky is having 10 billion. And this young man here, he is a Christian. He is a Christian. And he's praying to God. I have 250,000, Lord. Go down on your knees. I want to invest on it, Lord. But this money is not enough. Oh, Lord. Can you send me a helper? Send me what? A helper. I have a business knowledge, but the money I have, this man here is having 10 billions, but there is no business knowledge. Because Mr. Ken is not praying, Lord, direct me to my helper. Stand up. One day, now wake up, Mr. Lucky is passing. Oh yeah. Possibility both of them are the same church member. Greet him, I am. Oh yeah. Unquenchable fire. How are you? Shake each other. Shake each other. Shake each other. What are you doing here, Mr. Ken? You see, I have some things in my head I'm planning, but the money I have, he can't. Now, both of them have been seen in the church before, but this man has never one day asked him, what are you doing there? I saw you. Because he has been praying, God will now direct his step to where he will meet this man confidentially, without stress, whereby the two of them cannot speak well. For the first time, this man now asks him, what are you doing that place I normally see you? He will now open up. Say, wow, like how much will the business cost? Say, well, if I say like 2 million, I can do it. It's okay, I'll give you 5 million. Now, the reason why this man is doing this to him is because he's a Christian brother. The trust. If an unbeliever is to give you something, you must take an oath. When God wants to direct your step, He cannot direct you to someone who does not know Him. God will direct you to who knows Him, since you know Him. Ask your neighbor, say, who do you know? Can you rise up? Go back. Ask your neighbor, rise up. Say, who do you know? Can you rise up? Well, look at your neighbor, say, who do you know? Huh? Who do you know? Huh? The step of a good man is ordered by the Lord, not by man. Not by man. Don't forget one thing, that every word is not from God, but allow God to be the one leading you to where your word is. Don't wake up, somebody is doing com business, you start doing com business. Don't wake up, this girl is selling clothes and the thing is favoring her, you start selling clothes. Allow God to order. What I mean, order your step. Order your step. One of my sons that is hearing me is in the crowd. One day we were talking, I think he's here, some years ago. And then he was still outside the country. And I told him, I said, the Lord said I should tell you to resign. The Lord wants you to come back. So start preparing. He said, what you say, sir, is true. That he has dreamt of it. That God gave him an expiring date of whatever that is doing outside the country. Can I talk to somebody? God cannot speak to you that way if you are not planning along with God. If you are not planning along with God. There are people who don't even want to imagine something good for themselves. Everything they imagine is wrong. Don't allow what somebody is doing to be what is attracting you. Allow God to attract you to what you'll be doing. One reason why some people are failing today is that they are entering wrong places. They are entering wrong places. They are entering. Your prayer this year, oh Lord, order me. Be my guide. Lead me. Where you don't want me to be is where I will not be. This is the strongest prayer I expect a believer to cry out this year for. A stronger prayer I expect a believer to cry out this year for. Yes. I expect you that even when you leave here this afternoon, you go home, lead my step, oh Lord, this year. This is the first Sunday of the year. Some of you cannot hear God. Some of you cannot dream. When you pray this prayer, God can make you to feel it. God can make you to feel it. God can make you to feel it. Order me that I might have dominion, or that may iniquity don't have dominion over me. I am meant to be rich, but look at me, I am poor. Something is wrong somewhere. You have not entered your right track. You are not hard to produce, but the moment you dictate your track, you will produce. Everyone here is carrying oil, but you are in the wrong track. Your oil cannot work. Stop looking at somebody to work for yourself. Allow God to show you yourself. Everyone is a mirror here. The day you see your mirror, you will see yourself. Who is leading you now? Some people are preparing now. They will go and carry money in the meeting. It is our destiny. It is your own destiny. Is it your own destiny? A young man came from me, from Onichukbo one time, and we entered into the office. He said, man of God, pray for me. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I want to travel out, but I made attempt 4 times. It's not working. And as I was about to hold his hand, the Lord said, tell him to export. And I said, I heard the voice that said export. He started laughing. Say, this man of God said, tell me something else. Tell me to make an export. How about his export? Where the money? I said, where do you want to travel to now? He said, South Africa. I said, okay, no problem. It's very easy. Do you know anybody there? He said, yes. I said, okay. Call them. Tell them you want to start exporting Agbor. Egusi. He was looking at me. Starfish. Bitter leaf. Dried one. Say, man, what are you saying? I said, this is what I'm hearing. Start exporting it to South Africa. You will see what will happen. He said, are you sure? I said, that money you used to travel, just use it to add to it. Start exporting. And he left. Called, make it quiet. They say, that thing,
It's a dirty business, but there's a money. If you can do it, you say, eh. The guy started. The first trip he went to, he exploited. He called me on phone, shouted, hey! He said, I'm not going to travel again. I said, they there. The guy is doing it. When you see the guy come out, you think that he's one Yahoo guy. When I saw it last night, I was open here. I said, look at you now. I say, Papa, this thing they catch. I say, you know, pull up your hearing. The guy is making cool money. But when you see the business, when God was speaking it, it was very dirty. There's nothing you can package. That's why Nigeria still have local rice. The foreign rice we are eating today, when they plucked it from the farm, there is sand. They package it very well. So if we package our own local rice, we can exploit it. It will become foreign rice there. The problem is that we cannot package. We can't package. We underrate everything we see. I told you I will enter a vulcanizer office. It's an office, I call it. The guy tie everywhere, put AC. If you enter there, you know they come out. But there's some vulcanizer shop you enter, you go to spit. Anybody that want to pump tire will always go there, because inside there's an AC. Look at your neighbor, say package. The man package everywhere. AC they inside, they cool people. You park motor where they go do tire for like 10 minutes. You go there, they read newspaper for 1 hour. The guy get fridge, they sell water. Water they sell like 20 naira, go sell 100 naira. You must buy because the place is neat. Tomorrow you go see the person do all way go. Knowledge. Knowledge. God can pick you up one day. He said, my son, go and open pure water factory. Don't look at it that people had plenty of pure water factory. You can design your own to be different. I don't want to mention a man's name in this town. His water is the biggest. You can't beat him. Out of all the pure waters, the man's pure water is biggest, and people are consuming his water. People are consuming it. There are businesses you look local, but that is where your glory is. When God is the one directing you. When God is the one directing you. When you get to Psalm 119, 105, because of time. Number 2, what will make a man to be productive is prayer. I was talking about step, under step. If you are writing down, you have prayer. Please, I'm just trying to rush because of time. When you get to Psalm 119, verse 105, you read. Under step, what will guide you, like I was saying, is prayer. A man that needs direction, a man that needed to walk into a right track, must be a man of prayer. A man of prayer. Under steps, everyone here needs prayer. If you are not a prayer person, you can never know your steps. If you are not a prayer person here, you can never know your steps. You can never know where you are wrong. Where you are wrong or right. It is prayer that will direct your step. Some people will say Matthew 18:18. You normally use it. Whatever bound on earth has been bound in heaven. Whatever loose on earth has been loose in heaven. And yet, nothing is loose in your life. After you bound in your house, you are still in one direction that is wrong. How can you be bounding? How can you be losing? Whatever you lose on earth has been loose in heaven. Whatever you bound, and yet nothing is bound. Nothing is loose. Do you know why? After such prayer, maybe where God does not want you to enter is where you are entering. How can you bound? How can you lose? How can you bound and lose? I want to show you something there. That Matthew 18:18, you always dictate. Let's read it together. Everybody rise up. Let me show you something there. We are going to read 19 and 20. Matthew 18:18. Even a child in primary 1 can quote that place. Rise up now. If you have your Bible, let's read. I want to show you something there that you will not like. Some of you will not like what I'm about to show you there. Some people will frown face, but it doesn't matter. This is a mistake every believers are making today. You will quote Bible to pray, and yet it has no effect in your life. Let me tell you the reason. Let me show you. Matthew 18:18. Yes, can we read together? 1 to go. Those people standing, you will receive blessings now. Yes. Let me show you something. Yes. Can we read louder now? Do I have microphone?
Verily I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. And whatsoever ye shall loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven.
Go ahead.
19. Again I say unto you that if two of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that...
If two of you shall agree on earth on touching anything, what happens?
That they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father.
It shall be done of my Father in heaven. Now, God likes agreements. This year, like I said, the person you are with matters the answer of your prayer. If the person you are agreeing with does not know prayer, you can never see a result. If the person you are agreeing with does not know the things of God, you cannot get a result from that man. Look at what he said. If two of you agree together, my Father which is in heaven will give you what you desire. In agreeing together, lay your hands upon what you want. Lay your hands. I am waiting to see a Christian that will have a friend that will visit him or her in the house and meet you crying and say, come, Mr. Duke, anything that is making you to cry, that thing, oh, we rebuke it. So pray. Before you know what is happening, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, people are knocking in the door. What is happening? 4 hours. We are not hungered for prayer, we are hungered for discussion. Guadem Oku. I saw you at the top. What are you doing there? That's all. Church is quiet. You won't like this one I'm about to say. Mr. Duke, this your shoe, eh? Now, wow. A prayerful Christian is the one that carry powerful result. The witches you see who are dealing with us every day does not get tired. When you ban the witch today, even when the witch is about to die, it will hand your case over to somebody. But a believer will not look for somebody that will ginger your life to grow. When your spiritual life is not growing, where are you growing to? Who is your friend? Sorry, who are you agreeing with today? Who are you agreeing with? Who are you agreeing with to pray? Who? If I ask some of you now, how many hours or minutes did you pray last night? Some will say they didn't even pray. I'm talking about prayer. I'm just talking about prayer. Please sit down. Any man that tell you stress too much in prayer, watch that person very well. There is a truth that person is not telling you. There is a truth the person is not telling you. Holy. Something is not telling you. You have to watch that person. I came here at 5 o'clock to pray.
under the coat, I met some women here. I didn't pray again. Oh, I didn't pray again. I just sat down there. I started watching them. 5 o'clock. Cool. I met them. I didn't pray. I just sat down. I was looking at them. I said, I got there. I looked back. I said, under the coal. Why some people are coming 8 minutes to 8? I'm only over Ilya. Oh, yeah, he can see. Coal is too much. Some people are full. Wait small. Wait small. There's a man of God who is in Lagos who took me to one mountain. He was the one that showed me the mountain. I don't know the mountain. He dreamt. He said the Lord showed him and said, you should come to me. And I prayed and I said, okay, let's go. We got to the mountain. The first day we got there, we were tired and we were discussing how this journey was so far, so stressful. After 1 hour, I changed my face. I said, man of God, I did something. I said, no. Conversation is over. Take me around. And he was taking me around. Before you know what is happening, I enter one place. He was talking, I wasn't listening to him again. I came for something. And while it could be seen in my eyes, his tears dropping out. I started worshiping in my heart. He was there from 4 that evening. I was there till the following day. Till the following day in the morning. He's coming. What he used to call me spirit. Why you go to the church? It's not for discussion. You go for church to carry something home. There are people who are in the church, they have clique. If they don't sit close to their clique, they are causing usher. You are a demon. If you are such a person here, ushers are pushing you to this track. You are saying, no, my friend, and that go sit down. Look at your life year to a year. You are in one spot. Prayer only have an agreement. Someone who can do like you. Get as they do me. I can't pray. Look for somebody that can pray. Hold the hand of the person. Listen. There is nothing God cannot impart in you if you are ready to take impartation. You don't know how to pray. The people you are following are the people who are fixing fingernail like artificial witchcraft. Every month they will change the artificial witchcraft. Those are your best friend. Yeah, man. Why they are in the village? Yeah, man. You are in Agbor. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Foundation is dealing with you. You are speaking. Yeah, man. Can you turn your Nigeria into America with prayer? I won't marry a poor man. I won't marry a poor man. This is my fine body. Now go marry a poor man. You go talking like that, you go become 40 years. As you walk out very soon, you can't depend down with walking sick. With match. A man saw me one day. I said, sir, please, can I ask you one question? I say, ask me. Say, people talk bad of you. What is your secret? And I raise my trouser. Let me still raise it. And my turn is showing. So you see how that place is. You see the color? I say, this is my secret. It doesn't look fresh anytime. It's always rough. And the man say, no wonder. I say, this is my secret. My knees is my secret. There's no charm. Go down on your knees and pray and ask from God. He will give to you. My knees is
It's my secret. Some of you here does not have time to pray, but you have time to look comedy and laugh like a goat they are beating. Listen, this year you have to carry fire. That is one impartation I'm doing here today. Somebody must carry fire to pray. No, you won't shout amen. Your enemies will die. How many of you need the fire for prayer? Rise up. You know, one thing, some people are not even aware. Some people are not even aware of this. They are saying, prayer. The Bible says, be watchful. Am I right? Say, watch and what? And pray that you enter not what? Into what? Into temptation. Watch. It means your eyes must be open at least 1 hour every night. At least. If you cannot pray for 2 hours, at least 1 hour. If you can pray for 2 hours, pray. If you can pray for 3 hours, pray. Huh? You call yourself a powerful Christian and you don't have a mentality to pray for at 1 hour. 1 hour. 1 hour. 1 hour at night. No, this is not what you expect me to preach. Oh. I was coming with ego's blessing. The Lord said, change it. This morning, this word has to come. I have to garnish it. Garnish it. Yeah? I can't pray. I'm a Christian. Some people cannot stand in the church where prayer is on. Every time they're holding waist. But when you stand at Afio Yoko, you can stand from morning till night. You can't hold waist and yet you don't see the money. Huh? You can't. Look at the sister that gave a testimony. Got accident. She has a leg pain. She got accident with the same leg. Something say begin to dance with the leg. If it will be some people, they will say, how can that thing no see say leg they pain me, say make her dance. Until you stretch yourself in the presence of God, the pursuers of your life will never go out of you. Your stress in the presence of God is not a stress, it's a deliverance. I was telling my pastors I would take them to the mountain where I started praying 6 in the morning to 6 in the evening. The sun burned me, sweat dry from my body under the sun for how many hours? For how many hours? Huh? For how many hours? There was a mountain I go, people carry luggage. When you get there, the people that I used to carry back for them is there. And the young boys, I said, I will carry my own for myself. Say, brother, I'm going to carry them. When they carry, you pay them 200. I said, I will carry my own by myself. I didn't come here for somebody to carry for me. And they were looking at me. High mountain. The first step is about 1,000 something step. And I carried the bag in my bag. And I went down on my knees. The Lord said, use your knees. And I used my knees. The boys were looking at me. Whose brother be this one? They were speaking in Yoruba. And they were following me behind. They thought maybe I will faint in the way. And that was when I met one young evangelist who was using walking stick to climb the mountain. He pulled water from his bag and gave to me. I carried my bag in the bag. Huh? People see prayer as a stress. These days, people don't go to all night because they stand too long. These days, look at your life. It's going down because your prayer life is going down. Have you ever seen a going of a herbalist? Somebody who goes to a witch doctor who does not know how to conjure. They will teach you what to say so your charm can work. The prayer and the word you hear empowers you on what to say when praying. But some people here, when you ask them to pray, they can't pray because they see prayer as a stress. As a stress. As a stress. This year, you have to carry fire for prayer. Look at your neighbor, say, carry fire for prayer. I didn't didn't hear you say carry fire for prayer. Please, because of time, if you get to Matthew 7 to 11, I will stop there. Matthew 7 to 11. Just write down while we pray, please. In that place, he says, seek and you shall find. Ask, you shall receive. Knock and it shall be open. But there is something there. When you go to, when you read, you will see. You have to watch. You have to watch. It must be midnight. My first prayer this year is fire for prayer. That is what we are going to pray. Fire for prayer. Fire. Fire for prayer. Don't look at people when they are doing things. Allow God to lead you. These days, somebody will come and say, your pastor, how does he do those things? How will it, when you have handled something in your place of prayer, you come out victorious. You come out victorious. Nobody gets married. Before you walk out every morning, speak in tongues for 30 minutes. If you can speak for 1 hour, speak 1 hour. Let me see how you walk in the street and not meet your husband. Church is quiet. I'm not talking for somebody to start smiling. How do you wake up in the sleep? Somebody slapped you and you are squeezing face coming out from your room without doing anything. You need a conch. You need a conch. Come, let me conch you if you are here. Anyone that deal with you in your dream, wake up and deal with the person physical. There's one language I normally use for you. Don't mind me. When I started ministry newly, I told you I carry cutlass. I came out at the street. I sat down. You say I won't do ministry. I was cutting the ground. You know, there is a kind of prayer you pray. The person who wants to cut you or wants to come close to hold you, if they see you, they go run. They will run. You are too friendly with your attack, too loving, caring with what is pursuing you. You ate in the dream. The first thing you do when you wake up is to go to the pot and start eating the soured rice. You wake up from the sleep. I did not remember my dream. Oh, mama, you don't have sense. You had a dream, you do not remember your dream, and all you could remember is to eat fufu. That is why your dream is fufu. I don't understand how my life is going. How can you understand how your life is going whereby you don't understand your dreams? You don't understand your dreams. You must not take everything casual. Take everything to be rugged. You are a rugged Christian. Your father is the Lion of the tribe of Judah. You are such a DNA. You are a DNA. Some of you will say, I hold microphone. I know they tire. How you go tire? The way you build yourself is the way you become. I want to raise sons. I want to raise sons that anywhere you are, they say, who be your father? You go, oh, father like Sada. I want it like that. Father like son. Father like daughter. Look at the neighbor, say, pray. Can you walk out of your seat? Walk to 4 persons outside your line. Say, pray. Are you doing that? Can you rise up? Look at your neighbor. Say, pray. Look at your neighbor. Say, neighbor,
Please don't talk to people that are sitting down. They are not praying. Huh? Pray. One of my daughter that she was told that her womb was too small to carry a child. Then I was living at In Street. Once it's 12 o'clock, I will pick up my phone. I will call her. Stand up from the bed. You and your husband. We start praying. We'll pray. See, I've changed you for some things. I've changed for some things. From 12, sometime to 3. I say, madam, you can sleep. Sometime 4. Airtime. The following day, the husband recharge. I've changed for some things. I say that your problem is a hard problem. You need to handle it hardly. Anything that have defied medical report, you need to handle that in hardly. Don't say you have prayed today that you can't continue praying. And I didn't come today to make you smile. I come to make you sad. So by the time you leave here, you say, this is where Papa talk. How I want use the drum. How? You are opening shop these days. You don't remember to play. You don't remember to pray when you enter your shop. Let it be a routine. Let it be a routine in this 2020. Everybody walking under you at so time, praise and worship has started. You must pray at least 1 hour before you open your shop. Let other people open and be selling. When you start, they will know who be pass each other. When you start, they go know. You have not said, Father, open my shop for me. You start by Holy Ghost. Say fire for prayer. Fire! How many of you need it? Can you rise up?
Giving attracts God blessing. He who plants and he who watereth are equal, yet each shall receive his own reward according to his own labor. 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 8. You can now pay your partnership, your tithes, redeem your vows through the following account details. Account name, Atwa Joshua. Account number 00276757005. Bank, Access Bank PLC. Also, you can pay through the following account details. Account name, Brother Fire TV. Account number 010-830-1671. Bank, Access Bank PLC. Swift code DBL NLGLA. You can also pay through this following account detail. Account name, Atwa Joshua. Dollar account number 1239708774. Bank, Access Bank PLC. Swift code DBL NLGLA. You can also pay through this following account detail. Account name, Atwa Joshua. Dollar account number 5090752085. Bank, Fidelity Bank PLC. Swift code FIDTNGLAXXX. You can also pay through this following account detail. Account name, Atwa Joshua. Account number 632-156-3898. Bank, Fidelity Bank PLC. Swift code FIDTNGLAXXX. Giving attracts God blessing.
Brother Fire TV, building nations for Christ.